Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Abby Kareen, and today we are going to be talking about fitness. So, as you know, like at the beginning of this year, goals again are like my big thing. And so one thing I did not, I think, express enough during my first video is like how much I am really focusing on fitness and health. This is again just for myself, but like this is something I really wanted to hone back in on because that was something I was really passionate about when I was younger. But then, you know, I had a kid and then just got back into school, and it's just like, you know, obviously those are excuses, like, but nonetheless, here I am, and I'm like super excited to take this year and really try to improve my health and also just like my body, and more so just like being more toned. I'm not necessarily trying to lose weight, even though I know on this title just said I lost 10 pounds, because I did. I'm super like proud of myself for doing that, but I'm now at a place where it's just like I don't necessarily need to lose that much more for me to be satisfied with my weight. Like I'm almost there. But yeah, now it's just really about eating healthier, drinking a lot more water. That's still so hard for me. I don't understand it. It's literally just water. You just drink it, like, but it's still so hard for me. And yeah, just like eating better. You know, I'm not a big fan of diets. I don't really diet myself, but I've had family members who diet, and it's just like I've seen the dieting processes. I'm just like, that's not sustainable. That's not like, it's not practical for someone who like relies on, you know, diet powders or stuff. Like you should be using the stuff that you have around you. So that's like produce, meats, you know, like just making healthier meals, I guess, and like choosing the right times to eat those really big salty fatty meals versus eating like a salad or some fruit, you know. So it's just like balancing it out is like really what I found helpful for myself, and just like it's something I can do. It's like I'm not like having to force myself into doing this certain thing. Like I can switch it up, but you know, my body type and how I digest things are different than you. So, you know, you really just need to know yourself and like what helps you lose weight and, you know, what bloats you up. But yeah, so when I first was getting into like setting my goals last year in December, I was really thinking about fitness, and one big thing was I wanted to lose weight, but like just to get back to where I used to be. So when I weighed myself in December, it was in December, I think it was either the 30th or 31st, I weighed 142.2 pounds. You know, it's not terrible, but it's not what I wanted for myself. So I decided to like really try and cram pack this eating regimen, if you will, just so that I could like really like set my sights to be like, let's get back to this weight, and then I can start focusing on toning and also just adding a little bit more muscle in the places that I wanted. So over the course of about 3 weeks, I lost 10 pounds. I didn't want to do this in a crazy like rapid time, like lose 10 pounds in a week. I don't think that's just not for me. If that's for other people, that's fantastic, but I don't want to lose that much and like kind of shock my body that much just so quickly. I'd rather do it through a course of time. So yeah, I took about 3 weeks, and I really focused on what I was eating. I kind of eliminated certain things, like lots of fatty foods, you know, a lot of like heavy sugared things. I'm the queen of pastries and cakes. I love them. I love gummies like no other, but it's just like, you know, I had to definitely cut back on those as well. And I actually cooked a lot for myself. I wasn't going out as much and just eating at the bars or anything. Like I cooked a lot of home meals, and I did a little bit more meal planning, and I felt like that really helped me lose that weight gradually over time, obviously. And then like and I started going to the gym again. I usually go, or the goal has been to go 4 times a week, and I've been doing pretty good about that. There was like 1 week in between that I didn't, and that's just because it was lady time, so it's like I was just stressed and exhausted, so I did take some time off then. So but besides that, you know, I was really working at going to the gym 4 times a week, you know, if I was really feeling plucky 5 times. But and it wasn't like intense workouts either. I'll probably make another video about just like what I do for a workout. I'm not a guru at it, so you don't have to follow me. This is just what I've been doing and how I've been losing weight. And it just seems to be working really well. I'm happy with how slim I'm finally seeing myself at, you know, definitely on the sides. And the arms, I'm really happy. I've always liked my arms. Now it's starting to get a little bit more tone, and I'm happy about that. And also just strength-wise, I feel a little bit stronger. I'm now doing, for arms, I'm usually doing about 30 pounds now for arms. Like if I'm doing them together, I do 30 pounds. If I'm doing them separate, about 15 still. Well, 15, 20. Just depending on what I'm doing. I just think it's better than what I was. I was at 10 pounds, but I was a weenie. I still am a weenie. I don't want my arms to be crazy bulky, so I'm just, again, working on toning them. So when it comes to eating, I've been feeling really confident with what I've been doing so far. I kind of switched my whole eating routine daily, so like I'm definitely a lot more on a Mediterranean inspired eating schedule. I'm not talking about like eating Mediterranean food. I'm just saying like in Europe, especially in those like southern countries, they kind of eat their big meals like around 3 or like 2 or 3. So like that's really what I've been trying to do for myself, and it makes sense for myself because but yeah, so like I've really been trying to just switch up my diet to be more Mediterranean inspired. So I'm eating my big meals usually around 3:30 or 4 if I have the time. It just depends if I'm at school or not, or if I have like access to it. But usually I eat those big meals at like 3:30, 4 o'clock. And so in the morning, you know, I wake up. The first thing I've really been doing is trying to have a glass of water right when I wake up. It's like nothing else first until I get that. And then usually I'll drink that water, and then in the next like 45 minutes to an hour, then I usually have my breakfast. It's usually relatively small, and like I don't want to talk about calories per se, but that's just kind of what I've been doing in the last like 3 weeks, just because I've really been trying to cut back on calories to lose the weight that I wanted to. And now that I'm like focusing on being toned, I'm not so much counting calories as much, but I'll just say what I was doing for that first 3 weeks. So like in the morning, I would usually have about 300 to 400 calories with water, obviously, and it was just small meals like eggs, maybe a couple pieces of bacon, some fruit, sometimes maybe a small spinach salad or some tomatoes. And then I usually maybe would add in like a piece of toast, just depending if I wanted it or not. Then I usually will have like a really small snack, usually like some nuts in an apple or nuts in an orange, or just like something kind of where you get a little bit of protein, get a little bit of like fruit, which is sugar, but like it's like a nice burst of sugar, so like I don't mind that. And then usually for lunch, or dinner as I call it, that's my big meal, and I will just have, you know, whatever it is. Typically I was doing, for this 3 weeks, I was doing like chicken, rice, and roasted vegetables of some sort. And you know, I would switch it sometimes, so it would be beef instead of chicken. I tend to stay away from pork except for bacon, because bacon is not pork, bacon is bacon, and it's just amazing. I don't care what anyone says. And then at night I'll usually have like a small bowl of something. Like sometimes I'll do granola and fruit, just something very lightweight, because I don't want to be weighed down before I go to bed, just because like I don't like that feeling. And you know, a goal that I had a year before this was set up was making sure I don't eat after 8, and I'm still trying to hold on to that. But again, in my other channel, we sometimes film super late, so like I'll bring stuff, but it's usually just like an orange and like a cheese stick and some crackers or nuts. I've been trying that. It works, but there is a Carl's Jr. down the way, so like every now and again you will see me getting like a little kid's burger, but I've been trying not to do that anymore because it was super bad. It was making me a little chunky, so I had to nip that in the bud. So anyway, I just kind of wanted to talk to you guys about like what I usually eat in a day. This is kind of silly because when I filmed this day, I kind of didn't plan it right because I forgot that I was meeting with one of my good friends. So we went out to like a bar to have some food. So the food towards the end of the video, it's like not bad, but you know, I could have eaten something healthier, I guess. So I woke up in the morning, obviously had my glass of water, and then I made myself some eggs. Just one fried egg. Yeah, I usually tend to do fried eggs more than scrambled. I just really like that yolky creaminess. I just think it's yummy. Maybe that's my Japanese, or my like for Japanese cuisine, because they do a lot of like soft boiled eggs, so it's just like the yolk is just runny and creamy. It's so good. And like I usually a meal that I normally do that I'm not doing here obviously is I like grits. My mom is from the South, so like we're big about Southern food, and so like grits is like a staple for me for breakfast. Yeah, so I'll just like do grits and I'll put a fried egg on it, and like sometimes I'll add some bacon if I feel like eating bacon that morning. I don't know. But yeah, so that's I love eggs that way. So yeah, I had a fried egg. I roasted some grape tomatoes or garden tomatoes, one of the two, and then yeah, and then I had my orange with that, and you know, it was just a nice little healthy meal. Oh, and obviously the bacon. Sorry guys, I'm being silly. But yeah, it was nice and light, not too heavy for me. I enjoyed that quite a bit. And then the second thing I had that day was I was just running behind, so I had to just like go to the store and get some soup. I really wanted soup. I like soup. I think that's a nice light meal as well, where you can still like feel full. I like soup just because I think it's a nice alternative for meals where it's not crazy as heavy as eating something like pizza or you know, lots of bread, but it still adds a lot of vitamins and nutrients, and it does help you just feel full. I love it. One thing I usually try and stay away from though is the creamier soups, the one like milk based or heavy cream, just because it's just not as healthy. I will have them every now and again because I love loaded baked potato soup. It is so bomb, and it has bacon in it. I know it just sounds like I am promoting bacon. I'm not trying to, but it's just legit. Bacon is just delicious in soups. Sue me. But yeah, so I had chicken noodle soup, which it was fine. I actually didn't eat that whole container. I only ate like half of it because it was actually a little too thick for me. I got it at or the store, Safeway, but it just yeah, it was kind of almost not gelatin, but it was really thick, and it wasn't it wasn't what I wanted. So c'est la vie. Yeah, but with the soup, I did have a palm. I love those things so much. They have sugar in them over a lot, and I don't really care. But after lunch, lunch was about 11, and then after that, around 2 o'clock, I had an apple. It's just something light, fresh. It's just good. I like it. I usually around that time I'll have an apple, or I'll chop up some vegetables and have that with hummus or ranch. Just kind of whatever I have in my house. And then for that evening, you know, I went out with one of my really good friends, as I said, and I took her to get some tacos because I was really wanting some chicken tacos. And like the place that we go to, it's like, it's not terrible. Obviously it's bar food, so it's not going to be the best, but like the bar food that I get isn't covered in like a whole bunch of cheese, or if it's not like a whole bunch of crazy, I don't know, they just add some crazy stuff to the menus. Like, I mean, I love jalapeno poppers, but like just deep fried jalapenos with cheese, it's good, but no joke, it's good, but I tend to avoid those when I can because they may not always sit quite well with my stomach. And then we shared some salsa just because I was really craving that with her. And obviously that's a lot of salt, that's a lot of sodium, so I just made sure that I drank a lot of water before I went out to eat and then after. But I know for a fact I'm not drinking enough. I don't want to become obsessed with drinking water. I don't want that mindset because I just want to have drinking water be very natural, but like I'm not there yet because I haven't trained my body the right way to drink water. So it's just like, that's something I just need to keep doing, keep having my water bottles on me and having them full, because that's the only way I'm going to drink it, and just I need to have it with me. So my goal in this next coming week for water is to really drink, let's see, 2, 4, 6. I would like to drink at least 6 bottles of water, and that's about that's usually about 16 ounces. I have some water bottles that are 32, but I mean just 6 bottles. I mean, that's just where I'm gonna start, and then I'm just gonna keep on working until I can get it up to where it needs to be. And I think I need to, I mean, I want to drink a gallon of water every day, but I'm not there, so I'm just gonna keep on working. It's a process. You don't just learn a new habit overnight, but it's just something I have to continue to work on. So I will keep you guys updated on that. So yeah. Anyway, if you liked this video, please feel free to hit that subscribe button, leave a like, or ring the alarm bell so that you are notified. I put videos out every Friday. Sorry, this one's coming out a little late. I had a lot to do this week. Thanks for watching, guys, and I look forward to talking to you soon.